Doesn't feel like that's the kind of show we're in, though, where the impossible is impossible. Although, I can't stop thinking about that dancer's little girl. I think some of you in the comment section just said that she's dead. No fucking way. You can't be fucking dead. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back with another episode of Dandadan. As always, we come back with notes and a board, so go ahead and hit up that board real quick. Where I added the Brave Force and tied them to Granny with a green line. I added the Maid Cafe girl and tied her to Momo with a green line. And I added another one of the Class C girls who showed up this episode in reference to having a job. Other than that, that's basically all of the changes. I guess I could have added the other Class C girl that I was mentioning, tied her to the other Class C girl. But I didn't, because I'm stupid. So, apologies there. I guess I'll correct that next time. So notes. Apologies ahead of time. For some reason, I just didn't have a lot of thoughts going through my head these last couple of episodes. I guess it's because it's winding down from the action of the last arc. And even though these are the ones that I enjoy the most, the slice of life, the normalcy for our characters, they are based mostly in emotional intelligence, which I am horrible at. I'm just stupid when it comes to the emotional stuff. I feel it, I don't know how to vocalize it. So I will sit here and I'll feel everything, and I know the channel is called Stone-Faced Reactions, so that probably doesn't come across. So, unfortunately, unless prompted by you guys in the audience, I just don't really have much to say. I really enjoy them the most. I enjoy them more than the action stuff. It's just, I just don't know what to take it. Let's see here. The band that I couldn't remember from Scooby-Doo was the Hex Girls. They got a few good songs, fun look too. One of their later appearances had them singing against a voodoo group to counter the mind control of a bunch of people. And I think those scenes, combined with their look, is what reminded me of last episode. I also mentioned at the start of the episode that it felt like a Back to the Future reference, and it clearly was. At the start of the movie, Marty is cranking up all the dials on, at Doc's place before hitting one chord on his guitar, and the speaker explodes, hurling him across the room, which is what I was referencing as expecting to happen, and didn't. So, the dial turning though, that was the reference. That's what I was referring to. So, second time Momo has acted as a conduit for someone else's spiritual power. Last time it transferred acrobatic Silky's power into Arya. This time it was just insight into Gigi's thoughts on Evil Eye. Still, could be the thing. Don't know how I'd feel about just repeating the same move a second time, but if we could get Evil Eye out of Gigi's body and into something else, leaving the power behind in Gigi, we could solve the problem in a satisfactory way, like the Turbo Granny situation, except with a kid in something else that could then play with people like he always wanted to. Hell, maybe even find another mannequin, give Taro and Hannah a family since he's technically a kid. The problem with Gigi scene is, well, this is probably just me. It's that the song is hype. It's something I was trying to pay attention to at the time of the reaction. Then Gigi goes on about how sad Evil Eye's situation is, and while I recognize it as sad, my mind was still with the band and the music. So, on rewatch, it hits harder. For one thing, I rewatched it in English, and as I said before, the emotional stuff tends to hit me harder. Blah. The emotional stuff tends to hit me harder in my native language. At the same time, I knew it was coming and I could focus on it more as well. And lastly, because as I said, I don't have a lot of notes here, I still love that Momo's friends are cool with hanging out with Ken and just helping him with Momo. I mean, they've stood up for Ken before as the guy Momo was with. I just really like them as side characters. Better than Arya's friends at this point, and that's for sure. I guess when I said better side characters, there's not a lot of side characters to go with, even though you look at the board. I think mostly the Keto family is taking up most side character slots. You get the Keto family, you got Arya's friends, Fairweather friends, I guess. I guess Chiquita and Peony Weenie are reoccurring side characters, but other than that, it's just our main group and then Momo's friends. So, well, anyway, as I said, very short note section, very short board update. Let's just go ahead and hop on in and see how this whole GG situation may resolve this episode, hopefully.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I used to remember back in the day, used to be all I watched was Funimation. So I used to, Funimation, you should be watching. Then they bought Crunchyroll, and now Crunchyroll sucks. Strange opinion. I don't know how this is gonna fly. I think Momo looks cuter in her normal outfits than she does as a maid. Oh, come on. Don't go to your friend's work and just mess with her. Oh, good catch. Just don't know where to look. I got you. I guess it's putting her into a subservient position where she's normally not. That's the thing we're doing. I mean, maybe the thing to do, Ken, is to stand up for her. She doesn't want to get fired, so she can't stand up for herself. How very awkward. Like, the problem is, Ken wants to help. He expressed that before when he said, I tried to repay them for their hospitality and helping me out when I needed it. They wouldn't take the money. Now she wants to do a job to help rebuild the house because she doesn't want to freeze at night because apparently it's getting super cold. Well, maybe Ken... I mean, I don't know what to do here. I don't know if this is the right move, but maybe offer that money? Because legitimately, Granny said, pay it forwards. I guess the element is also in all of these episodes. What are we on? Is we on 19 or 20? Whatever episode we're on. We've never encountered Ken's home life, right? I don't know if Ken needs money. Where does Ken live? Legitimately, I would not be surprised at this point if Ken turns out to be 1, an actual alien, or 2, the actual actor that he's named after. Like, anything could be up with Ken. We've gotten one element of his backstory that he was alone and sad and wanted aliens as friends because he wanted to talk to anybody. But that's not a huge segue into what his real life is. So really all we got is Momo shit. Momo and Granny. They need money. He was offering money before. Cafe, restaurant. Not really that different.
じゃあね、お疲れ、頑張ってね。リフォームへの道。オカルン行くよ。
ちょっと待ってください。
どうした？
いや、自分はここで。
ごゆっくり。
I mean, does she stand out there to advertise, or is she just free to have a conversation right now?
仕事場に押しかけちゃって。
本当だよ。もう来ないでよ。ああ、寒い。
綾瀬さん何時までですか
10時。
じゃあ自分、綾瀬さんがバイト終わるまで言います。
いや、帰りだって寒いし風邪ひくよ。
Is it to hang out, or is it because she told you not to?
いやいや、うち強いし、大丈夫だから。
Yeah, I mean,
そう
I'd be more confident if you could have kicked that ex-boyfriend's ass the first episode.
気をつけてね。
Is that the Scientific Research Institute? Sorry, sometimes there's just background elements in the show that I just don't know how to handle. There might be clues towards things. Crap, she did say what time her shift was over, and now I can't remember. Also, anyone who's worked a shift job knows staring at the clock is not getting you anywhere. I mean, it looks like she's starting to enjoy it. I guess you can enjoy something and still want to go the fuck home. No, never mind. I took that enjoyment face as a different way. That's not an enjoyment face at all.
お疲れ様でした。いろいろご迷惑をおかけしてすいませんでした。
ももちゃん、よかったよ。
本当ですか？
またお願いね。
はい、失礼します。
I think it would be pretty weird if you only work for one day. Come on, Ken. Be out here. Be out here waiting. Oh. No, he did fucking just go home. Come on. Come on, Ken, be here. There we go.
お疲れ様です。バイト終わりましたか？
何、帰ったんじゃなかったの？
こんな時間に女性を一人にするわけにはいきませんから。早く帰りましょう。
Oh.
寒いな。
I mean, I like the effort. I like the hustle. My whole complaint about the not holding hands in the car thing. There we go.
寒いから。
Okay, I was wondering what the hell she was staring at. I was wondering if she was like sensing what's going on with Ken.
さすがだな。飲み込みが早いぜ。万次郎、お湯用意しろ。はい。ジジはそのままだ。醤油を試してみる。
師匠、早すぎじゃないですか。
ジジ、イメージしろ。全身の毛穴から蒸気が出る感じだ。大丈夫だ。自分を信じろ。
Especially with only Ken here and no Arya. I mean, only Arya here, no Ken. Backwards.
し、行くぞ。
I mean, we know from the next time on, this isn't going to go well. That is progress. I have the feeling, though, this is a jokey show. It's gonna look like he accomplished it, and then he's just suddenly gonna turn into Evil Eye.
こんなことありえるんですか？
めっちゃ体力持
すげえ
ってかれた
な、天才ってやつはよ。気を抜くなよ。常温の液体ならなんとかなりそうだが、冷たいのはまだ無理だ。だが抑えられることが分かっただけでもよかったぜ。これなら通常の生活に戻れそうだ。
ただいま。
That's good progress.
何時だと思って
GG's
んだ
my boy, after
バ
all.
イト行ってた。
バイト聞いてねえぞ。
別にいいでしょ。
寒い
Not a good look, are ya?
このお湯いただくぜ
こんな時間まで
聞いて
二人で
これすげえ
Oh, there we go. The next time on. Well, there we go. He did have this power before.
ジャッジやめろ自分が相手だ
Yeah, freaking transform, man. And what the hell is with everyone ripping off Arya's clothes? What is this anime from the 80s? Oh, I thought he was using the suicide power. I hate to say it, but you know this is someone's favorite episode. Alright, she was taking a drink before.
入れといてよかったぜ。
ママごめん俺こんな
大丈夫大丈夫。
綾瀬さん大丈夫ですか息できません
There we go. Here's what the episode is named after, I gotta assume.
いたうちの超ファインプレ
全然笑えないですよ
ー。マジさ、服もボロボロじゃ。
お前のせいじゃねえよ。大丈夫だ。
There's no way you can't feel like it's your fault, though.
あこれ自分のでよかった
And he had a thing for her.
ごめん。何が？さっきのこと。別にしょうがなくね。そういう時もあるっしょ。ごめんなさい。本当に気をつける。うるせえな。さっさと寝れ。新規癖。
Yeah, I guess just from now on, only drink room temperature drinks. I guess that's the benefit of room temperature. Even a cold drink will turn room temperature. Well, I guess not if it's freezing around here all the time. Yeah, who are you gonna train with to get you more powerful than him? And he's the only other person. Oh, I guess, never mind. Peeny Weenie, train with him, even though he's nowhere near as powerful as GG. But where does the rest of the head piece go?
宇宙人は普段人間の姿で社会に溶け込んでるって本当だったんですねちなみに地球にどのくらいの宇宙人がいるんですか
わかんないですオカルンさん何か用ですか？
すいません、実はシャコさんに頼みたいことがあって。
Train to be stronger.
自分を手伝いしてください。自分にパンチの打ち方を教えてください。お願いします。
嫌です
なんでですか？
暴力は良くないですそれよりそこの袋こっちに運んでください
Yeah, I mean, you can do the Hajime no Ippo training of just hard work for a long period of time.
休んでる暇はないです
これ手伝ったら弟子に。
嫌です
なんで
I guess technically this could be the Mr. Miyagi method of just doing normal work that can be repeated.
君は明日こそパンチを教わるんだ。戻りました。
遅えぞメガネ。てめえもバイトしてんのか？
いや、はい。
さっさと飯食え。洗い物できねえだろうが。
What a strange situation we found ourselves in.
さすがにもう
I don't know what that says on the door.
今回はモモさんの起点の良さでどうにかなりましたけど、次同じ手は使えません。そもそも悪霊と一緒に暮らすこと自体おかしいんですよ。林をもう一度呼びましょう。師匠が祝詞を掃除しないのなら私がやります。
Telling you, transference.
連絡しておきますから。
Transference is the way you gotta go with this.
つれえな。大人ならよ、ガキの迷惑全部背負い込んで、てめえの好きにしろって言ってやりてえじゃねえか。
現実を見せてあげるのも大人の責任ですよ。私もジジさんの心意気は好きです。でも無理なものは無理ですよ。
Doesn't feel like that's the kind of show we're in, though, where the impossible is impossible.
悲しいね。
Although, I can't stop thinking about that dancer's little girl. I think some of you in the comment section just said that she's dead. No fucking way. You can't be fucking dead.
ほっとけ。
てめえはよ、なんでパンチの練習なんかしてんだ？
強くなりたいからに決まってるだろ。
強くなってどうする？誰かぶっ殺してやつでもいいのか？
腹が立ってるんだ。ずっと。ジャシを圧倒的にぶっ飛ばしたい。
Yeah, it seems like all your power's in your legs. You're the Deku of the show.
パンチが打てるようになりてえのか、それとも強くなりてえのか。
いや、だから強くなるためにパンチが打てるようになりたいんだよ。
いや、ちげえな。パンチが打てたからって強くはならねえ。パワーも技術も邪視が数段上だ。スピードも相当なもんだぜ。わしの力についてこれるほどだからよ。
You find the other ball? Will you get stronger?
てめえはどちら様の力を使わせてもらってんだ、マヌケ。もう一度聞くぜ。パンチが打てるようになりてえのか、それとも強くなりてえのか。
強くなりたい。
I'm guessing it has to be the ball thing.
クソだらが。ついてこい。わしの力使ってる分際でよ、弱えってのが気に入らねえんだよ。仕方ねえから鍛えてやるぜ。死ぬ気でついてきな。
I feel like this is like Naruto and the Ninetales thing. Once the Ninetales starts like helping Naruto.
遠慮すんな、まあ入れや。
まずいって見つかったら怒られるよ。
怒られてる時はラーメンのことでも考えとけ。
怒られたくないって話してんだよ。
高倉くん、何してるの？
白鳥さん、ついてきちゃったんですか？
邪魔なクソだぜ、ほっとけ。
このことは内緒でお願いします。
何するのか教えてよ。
白鳥さん、来ちゃまずい。
Again, remember the next time on, she turns into her acrobatic silky form. Nope, never mind. It's right there.
猫のクソ団子。次私におなめた口聞いたら、そのゲロ毛玉が目をぶっ潰すわよ。
上等だボケ、ぶち殺したら。
オラオラオラオラ。
Slightly disappointing that. I was actually hoping that Turbo Granny would be able to back it up even in cat form.
そういうことなら言ってよ。私も強くなりたい。
はい。
さっきの汚い言葉、アクサラが言ったんだからね。 私の言葉じゃないからね。
そうなんですか。
So Acrobatic Silky is still in there?
私思いつ
If that's true, amazing, great, I'm glad.
ケロケ玉顔面チャーシュボケが。
てめえグッバイになりてえらしいな。
だこのクソ団子おぶっつぶダメだこいつら。
Again, I want an actual resolution to Acrobatic Silky and the daughter. Despite you guys saying that the daughter is dead. Don't give a shit. She's not dead. I don't care. Beethoven. Others. I assume one of those Pachelbel. Maybe a Mozart.
高倉君
Maybe a Chopin.
怖いよ。
大丈夫ですよ。自分たちも妖怪の力持ってますから。
Well, someone knows how to throw a punch.
ぶち殺されてるのかゲロケ玉。
高倉君ごめん、大丈夫？
全然大丈夫です。白鳥さんは大丈夫ですか？
この音に合わせてジャンプしろ。
なんで？
ほら、時間がねえんだから早くやれ。間抜けが飛んでら。
おい、何がしたんだよ。
それがお前の戦闘のリズムだ。
リズム？
そんでもってこれが邪視のリズム。
Move faster? Is that our thing? Move
お
faster?
前のはこれ。邪視のはこれ。さっきのジャンプで例えると、お前が1回ジャンプして着地するまでに、邪視は4回行動を変化させられる。
え？ターボババアより速いってこと？道理で振り切れないと思った。
ちげえ！わしの方が100億
I
倍
assume it's because you're using half of Turbo Green's power.
おめえはリズムが単調すぎる。要は一拍の中で何拍子入れられるのか、何回行動をスイッチさせられるのかが戦闘において重要ってことだ。あのクソ女でさえ一拍の中に4スイッチできる。邪視も4
So
スイッチ。
technically, she's stronger than
呪い
you.
の上の攻撃を入れると10スイッチ。お前は2スイッチだ。わしじゃねえぞ。
The ghost of Beethoven?
オーケストラどこから聞こえてくるんだ。来たぜ。来た。何が？音がうるさくて聞こえない。
汚ねえ音が聞こえるぞ。誰だ？その音は。誰なんだよ！
I was like, why are all the European greats here in this Japanese schoolroom? Okay. Well, you know, I really do appreciate that every episode so far has been filled with equal levels of emotion and, I guess, supernatural. Right? After we got out of the cursed house arc, or whatever you call that, everything so far has been a little bit of Gigi's problem and a little bit of Momo and Ken, right? I really like the Momo and Ken stuff is actually finally developing. They walked home holding hands. Kind of, I guess, disappointed that Teeny Weeny training arc didn't go anywhere. But then again, maybe, you know, maybe he learns to be faster and then he learns to throw a punch. Maybe those two things aren't mutually exclusive. The art of knowing how to throw a punch can just be aided by the excessive strength to come later. Yeah, there's that guy in the opening and in the ending credits. I don't think we've seen him yet. The larger dude, but maybe that, you know, I don't know. I'll point him out next time the opening happens. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. Odd to be getting a training arc this late. Like, there currently isn't a season 3 when I'm watching this.
絶対やらない。いや、やれよ。やだ。
そうだよ、クビになってもいいの。
すが
イエーイ。次回頑張れオカルンからの
す
やれよ。
萌え聞こう。
早瀬さんクソ
Okay, so training, well, not an arc, I guess a training episode, because it seems like we're going to end up fighting Evil Eye. So essentially, we're going to prove whatever we've been doing. But still, what is there? 24 episodes? I think that's right. 24 episodes in Dandadan. This was episode 19. So, sorry, that was a wrong number. 5 episodes left. So conceivably, we're winding down or we're winding up to a cliffhanger. And I guess the element is that since I started watching Dandadan recently, when there was season 2 was out and doing stuff, like I was catching the first episode of season 1 right when season 2 when Dandadan was finished. So I haven't heard about any season 3. And that element that I don't want to look stuff up, like, hey, is there going to be making a season 3? And then find out, well, as we all know, season 2 ended, that instant spoiler. And I know this isn't a show where a spoiler can really ruin anything. Well, maybe it could. You know, I don't know. I don't risk it. I don't risk it in any of the shows. I don't want to know anything until I know the thing. So just the element of, okay, where do we go from here? Because I got to anticipate that there's got to be a season 3 on the way, right? This show is too successful. Hell, I remember back in the day, I'd be on the anime Reddit, and there'd be a little advertisement for like Dandadan on the side. I'm like, that looks like really good art, but I'm too busy with the shows that I'm currently watching. Which was unfortunate, because it would have been fun, I think, to have been on the bandwagon. Because the element of watching a currently running show is that when you want to, you can join in on the conversation and see what people are saying. Unfortunately, I'm not currently doing that with any of the shows I'm watching, because I would say that Nausea is the only one that I'm watching that's currently running. And I don't want to ruin anything. I guess that only works for me with shows that are original. Because with shows that have manga, people know, and people will share. And I'm not about that, because I don't want to be ruined. So I guess my best thing is a popular show that's not based on anything, and is current. Anyway, yeah, I like the element that Ken came back to escort her home. I like that they held hands. I like the element that we got in a emotional response from Gigi, because he was like, "Please don't kill him," and then now he has to see the consequences of what comes of that, which is to say, he hurt somebody he cares about, and then physically got shoved back when he was trying to apologize. Because at the end of the day, this is his choice. We were on the verge of getting rid of Evil Eye, and you begged to keep them around. And not for nothing, I understand where Gigi's coming from too. But as Manjiro says, it's just the impossible is impossible. But then again, Manjiro's not a main character in this show. He is a side character. For a side character, this could be fucking impossible. For a main character, who's to say? Either way, I want to see more Ken and Momo relationship stuff. I know I really like Arya, but the element is that she is essentially the tier down of characters, right? She is not going to wind up with Ken. I don't particularly want to see her wind up with Gigi either, and that doesn't seem like it's being set up at all. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But, apparently she's more powerful than Ken is. And looks like she's going to be in the training too, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Either they're both gonna get to the same level, or I don't know. Also the element that it implies that Momo is gonna get left in the dust because she's not training. Might not be that kind of show, though. Might not be the kind of show where everyone keeps pace with one another, or is even necessary to do so. Well, either way, hopefully I will come back with more notes than I did this time, and then we'll figure out from there where we're going to go. But for now, these are my sign-off. I have been Theta, this has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?